Hello? My timer was broken. So weird. I was definitely here at 0 seconds. Let me just drink some water. I was just doing an Instagram post. Instagram story to say that we're live. But I'm here now. And we can get to work, I guess. So let me just, my windows are hidden. What's going on with this music? Can anyone hear the music? I might turn it really low today. Or off. Alright, hi Laura, hi Christian, hi Joni. Oh, Joni, hi Joni. I don't think we've seen you on chat before. Maybe. Hi from Boulder, Colorado. Very cool. I want to go there one day. Okay, so guys, this is just for a test tree. This is just a test page to see what, just to do the camera. This was some leftover ink from Tuesday when I did the fish, which are over there on the couch, so I can't get them. But I had some ink left, and I don't want to waste it, so I just kind of scribbled it on this page. And these colours are so nice. I think this one's like neon pink. I think that was like a cobalt blue, like a goldy green. I forgot the name of it, and sepia. Such a nice colour combo. But we're gonna actually go over to a blank page. This is from last week. If anyone was here last week, I did put in our little prompt names so we know what we're looking at. And I don't know if anyone saw on Instagram, but I did the four streams this month, and the last stream of the month is going to be musical mice, because I had so much fun drawing this guy, and I thought it would be really fun to draw a band, get a band together. So I can't remember who gave me that prompt, but if you're in chat and you want to say hi, let me know, because such a fun prompt that was. So yeah, we're gonna switch over, go to a new page. I'm in the Pith sketchbook. It's this much left, so still quite a lot left. And I thought tonight we could just use some cast pencils, because I haven't used these for ages. And also I've got the Inktense pencils on the side, and I've got some water to dip them in. I just kind of want to like dip pencils in water tonight. Let's say hi to everyone in chat. Eve Louise, message retracted. I always get a little bit suspicious when people retract their messages. Hi Rosalie, hi Carol, hello from Essex. I haven't been to Essex, but I've heard good things, hi Julie, been looking forward to this all week. That's awesome. Yeah, I'm really enjoying the live streams, guys, so I'm glad that you are too. The guinea pig slays me. I know the guinea pig, at the time I remember I didn't really like the guinea pig, but I think I don't like his highlights in his eyes. They're kind of creepy. Hi from Rome. Yes, I can hear the music. The music's tiny, right? Like it's tiny sound. Tiny sound. It's a tiny amount of sound in one's ear, right? I'm just gonna put it on a tiny bit. I'm just gonna put some lip balm on. Sorry guys, my lips are really dry. Oh, what's up here? Oh, I keep rolling it. It was rolling along the top like a tumbleweed. Okay. Oh, good morning from Australia. It's 4 AM and my finger slipped. I don't even want to understand why you're here at 4 AM, but I salute your early birdness. Okay, so I had this little image on the very sensitive mouse this is. I have this image on the side. It says a memory time, and I'm gonna pop this image up for when we're doing the drawings, just so there's like not a blank space there. Let me stop the poll and see what everyone, I don't know how to stop the poll. End the poll. Okay, so the poll results have come in. 62% of people forgot that we were doing this. And 37, I can't wait to remember. Okay, so basically what we're doing tonight is memory games, and I had this idea. I've done this once before, but I thought it would be really fun to do different games. So I've thought up 3. One of them is pretty easy. It's the first one, And you guys feel free to join along. It'd be more fun if you guys join along, and we can kind of like talk in the chat, and we can become one memory. So we can have a conscious, like a group community memory maybe to help us. So the first one that we're gonna do is okay, we're gonna do 3. So the first one we're gonna do is very simple. It's just gonna be animals from memory. So basically you guys yell out an animal, the weirder the better. And I have to try and draw it from memory, and you guys can draw it from memory as well. No cheating. And then afterwards we'll look on Pinterest for the actual image. So that's gonna be the first one, and then we're gonna do 2 more. The second one is gonna be like objects, and then the third one's gonna be people. Okay, but I'll tell you guys about those later. So let's get going. We're not gonna time anything, but we're just going to kind of do it in our own pace. And when I say our own pace, I mean whenever I finish, we finish. So follow along if you want, and we're gonna go for it. So hi Teresa. So you got 2. Oh, Tasmania, very cool. All right, so first thing is animals. I just have these animals here, but we're gonna keep it on this for now. And also I was a little bit late because I did this other one here. So if I do this, it kind of switches the windows. So when we're looking at an image, we can have the image on screen very big so we can all see it. And then when we go to drawing, I'll switch us back to this one, okay? Very fancy. I actually want to redesign all of my stream stuff, and I also want to have, I've been looking today at how to like have alerts and pop-ups and things so I can be a real streamer. So yeah, I'm gonna try and do that next week maybe. Okay, so let's begin. Does anyone have an animal in mind? Oh, anteater, Julie. Okay, Julie says anteater. Okay, we'll start with an anteater, but yell out animals as you think of them, and we can do that for the next one. Okay, so anteater. So anteater is kind of like a big old mouse, right? It's got a long nose. So I think an anteater, I don't know if it has ears, but it has like this, right? Like this, like a big snout, and it's picking up the ants. So I'm not gonna be hyper realistic. It's gonna be very, what's the word? Very abstract, but it's fine because, you know, I love a good abstract. It almost looks like an elephant. I can't remember what its ears look like. I'm gonna give it little ears. Does anyone have anteaters in the countries where they live? I don't even know where anteaters are from, if I'm honest. They're from like South America, maybe. I don't think I've ever seen one in real life. I also don't know if they have a tail, but I'm gonna say they have a tail. Okay, so this is my anteater. I think he's gorgeous. His name's Philippe. I think he's French. A French anteater. And also guys, who's joining? How do you spell Philippe as well? I feel like it's like Philip with an E on the end, right? Philippe the anteater. Should we turn the music up a tiny bit so we can actually hear it? What do you guys think? Okay, just yell if it gets too loud and annoying, okay? Alright, so he's an anteater. I'll just write that. I mean, it's pretty obvious that he's an anteater, obviously, but just in case anyone's never seen an anteater before. Alright, so now we're gonna look up anteater. Now the only problem is I have my keyboard. I feel like this is gonna be a keyboard heavy stream, and it's quite annoying to keep bringing the keyboard out all the time. We'll just do it. Oh, we didn't do the ants. We need to do the ants. Alright, anteater, how close did we get? Oh, literally so close. He's got the tiny ears. The tiny ears, I got them right. He's got the long old snout. I got that right. He's got 4 legs. The only thing I didn't get right, bushy tail. Oh, shame. How do you guys do? Is anyone following along with the memory tonight? If not, I think it would just be fun anyway. If you just want to watch and watch me make really weird drawings. Now, one of the things I was gonna do is like draw them the right one next to it, but I think it would be more funny just to have memorized things on the page. Okay, Okay, next one we're gonna do is porcupine. Someone said, okay, porcupine. My anteater is Pierre. Very nice. Pierre and Flea. Maybe they're brothers. So a porcupine, I believe, looks like a hedgehog, but with long spikes, right? Longer spikes, and I think they're black. And they have white stripes on their spikes. Looking for my black pen. Here it is. I put a party hat on mine with an elastic band. That's such a cute idea. Alright, so we're gonna do porcupine. So I think a porcupine, I'm pretty sure is basically just like a hedgehog. And when I was younger, I used to go to South Africa a lot for holidays because my dad lives out there. And in the like shops, the little kind of gift shops, you could get porcupine quills. And I always used to love getting the porcupine quills. And people would have them as like decorations, so they'd put a whole bunch of porcupine quills in a glass. I don't know at the time, I mean at the time I didn't really think anything of it, but now I'm thinking like I don't know if the porcupine quills fell out, or like I don't know if they're bred for that. So yeah, I don't really want to think about it now, just in case. But anyway, this is a porcupine. So I remember they had stripes on the ends of their quills, unless I'm getting it mixed up with another creature. But I'm pretty sure they had stripes on their quills. But yeah, let me know if you're in the chat what you're doing tonight, if you're following along, if you're just chilling out. Be good to know. So they all need to have a little cheeks, obviously, and they're probably all going to be drawn from the side. I'm really bad at drawing memory stuff, guys. It's kind of like a big exercise that comes up in a lot of kind of online classes. If you ever do like an online course or like a Domestica or something, a few of them I've done, but there's been like memory games like this where you'd have to go away and like look at a room in your house and then come back and draw it. And obviously having a good imagination and remembering the shapes of things, I think would be good in creating your own art. It's just something that I haven't practiced a lot of. So I find it really difficult to actually draw things from memory. I kind of rely on references a lot. My porcupine is extremely dodgy, but I like that he looks like a pincushion. Is that? Yeah, mine's. I don't think mine looks anything like a porcupine. I actually can't remember what they look like, but we're gonna give him a name anyway. I think he's gonna be called Simon the porcupine. We're gonna give everything a name. I love naming things. Simon the pork, and I don't even know how to spell pork. Is it P? I have to copy the chat here. Porcupine. Alright, let's have a look what a porcupine looks like. Porcupine meatballs. No. Oh, I was so close. Again. Not really. Not really anywhere close to what a porcupine looks like. They have like a lovely little kind of ratty face. Like not like a long snout, but more of a like a ratty look. See, this is the thing. If I was going to do stuff from memory, if I wanted to in the future, I would draw a lot. Like I would draw a lot of porcupines, and then I'd be able to remember the shapes of it, you know. All right, we have it. We'll do basically just like fill out this spread, I think, maybe, and then we'll see what the time is. So we have a turtle and a dolphin. Oh, and a peacock. Peacock could be fun. Okay, so everyone get ready to draw a peacock. I'm gonna do it in green because everyone knows a peacock's green and blue, kind of. Made by Reb. Hi, meeting got moved so I can draw along. Yay! Are you drawing things from memory? It's a little bit challenging, but we're trying. So I've seen a lot of peacocks. So hopefully I'm gonna get this right. But honestly, it's anyone's bet. Okay, so they definitely have some form of a beak because they are a bird. So we'll give them a little beak and some eyes. And then they have legs, but I don't know quite how their body and their legs meet. So they kind of look like a little bit like an ostrich in my drawing, mixed with a fan, I guess, in a second. Okay, so peacocks are kind of, what's the word? Like very recognizable, right? But are they recognizable from a memory? And I don't know. And then they also have a long tail that kind of goes on the floor. Or is this long tail this tail that stands up? I don't know. And they have little patterns in the feathers. This kind of looks like a hand. Did you guys ever do that when you were younger? Like in school, you would put a handprint on and then make it into a peacock. I feel like that was a thing that I did. Okay, well, this is the peacock. Now, I literally can't think of anything else to show that is a peacock. So it's gonna be like this, and his name is gonna be Peter the peacock. We did that with turkeys. Oh, maybe that's what I'm thinking about, turkeys. Yeah, you know what? I don't think I've ever done it, but I think I've watched enough TV to see enough children do it for Thanksgiving on American television shows, and I think that's where I'm remembering it from. So it could be like a false memory, you know? You guys ever get those? Like a false memory where you think a memory is yours, but it really isn't. I think I have a lot of these from when I was a kid because my mum's told me so many stories. Like there's stories that she's told me about when I was like maybe 2, and we went around Europe in a camper van, and she's like told me some stories so much that I remember them, but I couldn't remember them. I was 2. Okay, so let's see what a peacock looks like. I just realized, I was gonna say they all start with P, but Antietam definitely doesn't start with P. Peacock. Oh, I forgot the hat. I forgot the little hat on their head. Because look, see, they have like these feathers. Oh, yes, they have the little, okay, they have like this bit here. I was kind of correct, but the feathers were facing the wrong way. And then also, I forgot that I have to just do this. Sorry, that's cheating, but I'm allowed to cheat. Alright, let's move on to, I think someone said turtle and a dolphin, so we'll do turtle and a dolphin. And then, yeah, maybe we'll fill out a whole spread, because that would be quite fun. So let's do a turtle. Turtles, again, I know what they look like, but can I draw them? Like, I would be able to recognize a turtle. I can only see them from above, like a sea turtle. So let's just see if we can do it. So the sea turtle shell, accurate, I think. And then they got their legs that come out like this. Have you guys drawn a lot of sea turtles? I remember as a kid, I went through a lot of sea life, like a sea life phase, where I would draw a lot of orcas, especially, and sea turtles and dolphins and things, and I used to love drawing those animals. I don't draw them anymore as an adult, I guess. I'm just not really into it, but as a kid I used to love it. Do they have a tail? I think they have a tail, right? Turtles do. See, I like the weird ones like Antietam. I wouldn't know what an Antietam looks like. So if you guys have any more weird ones, let me know, because I need a strange one next. Okay, and then we need to draw a little cheek. Yeah, they all gotta have cheeks and a tail. I don't know if they have tails or if that's just tortoises, or maybe tortoises don't have tails, I'm not sure. What should we call the turtle? Terry? No, we can't have everything alliterate, that's just silly. Do you want some of our weird Australian animals? Yes, give me a weird Australian animal. Not like a particular spider though, because I wouldn't be, I can't go that in depth. Okay, his name's gonna be called Raphael. I don't know why. I don't know how to spell Raphael either. I'm gonna make it up. Raphael, maybe? An eye. I don't even know what an eye is. Is it? I don't know what that is. A lobster or quokka? A quokka? Okay. Maybe I should have been kinder to myself, because I don't know what either of those animals are. An eye. I kind of feel like, is it like a flying, like a bat, like that flies? Bats do fly. Like a flying squirrel, like one of those. A turtle. So this is gonna be a sea turtle, but we'll see what it says. Guys, I'm pretty good. It's the wrong color, but I even got the dots in, so impressed with myself. And armadillo, such a good one. Oh, PH. I knew I spelled it wrong. It looked so weird when I was writing it. Oh yeah, Raphael. I was literally thinking Raphael from Human Ninja Turtles Mutant, that show. Which, fun fact, sometimes I tell people that my mum called me after April O'Neil from Super Mutant Ninja Turtles, which is a lie, because I'm pretty sure I was born before then, and my mum definitely doesn't watch it. But it's always fun. It's always fun to tell people that. Good evening. Good evening. Very cordial. Sorry I'm late. Looks like I've missed loads. You haven't missed much. We're just doing things from memory. I've got some really hard things coming up now. I'm going to try and do them. I'm going to try and do an eye. I don't know what an eye is, to be honest. But I'm going to try. And it could be a funny one to do. So if you just joined, we're just doing the first exercise, which sounds like homework. We're doing the first fun activity, which, yeah, we're drawing animals from memory. So you guys can join along if you like, and I'm then taking about maybe a minute each. I'm not spending long on them, and then we're looking at the actual image on Pinterest. So it's kind of like reverse. It's a reverse reference. All right, so we're gonna do an eye. So I feel like I've seen this before, but I just can't remember what it looks like. So I'm gonna do like kind of, I don't know. We're gonna do like a big eye, because I feel like they have big eyes because they're called eye, which I know doesn't make any sense. They could be called AAs. I don't know how to pronounce it. And I feel like they would have like kind of like half between a monkey and a flying squirrel. So they would have like little hands like this. And see, this isn't even from memory. This is just literally making something up. Okay, and then they would be sitting on a tree, as one does in Australia. Oh, speaking of Australia, guys, I don't know if anyone's ever seen the horror show. What nose would they have? I think they would have a long nose. And I think they would have big ears to help them with the heat. If anyone's seen Wolf Creek, the horror film, it came out like years ago, maybe 2005, but it was so good. One of my favorites, Wolf Creek and Wolf Creek 2, like a horror. It's like a horror show, and I just found that they have a TV show based on, well, not based on it. It's got the same guy in it, but it's a different story, and it's set in Australia in the outback, in the Northern Territories, and it's so good, such a good show. I've been really enjoying it, and I think I've only got one episode left, which I'm going to watch after stream tonight, I think. And they have a tail. The eyes have a tail, and they're kind of like a lemur. So the eye actually is like a mix between a lemur, a mouse, and a flying squirrel. Because when he jumps from the tree, he opens his arms, and like there's like wings, like a wingsuit under there. So that's the eye. And in a second we'll see just how accurate I was. But what should his name be? Just make marks. I'm just wandering in. This looks so fun. Yeah, it is. Well, it's confusing. We're drawing animals from memory. In this case, I'm drawing an animal that I don't know what it looks like. But we should call the eye something fun. What should we call him? Oh, peacocks. Peacocks. Peter. I meant to write Peter there. Peter Peacock. But I wrote peacocks instead. That's fine. Maybe his name's Peacocks. Sylvester. Oh, he looks like a little mouse. Like Sylvester the mouse. Is Sylvester a mouse cartoon? I know that there's a Sylvester cat. Sylvester the eye. All right, we're gonna look him up. I feel I've got like a good feeling about this. See how close we got. Oh, look. Okay, literally so close. Maybe not. I mean, this guy is scary. In a cute way. I'm trying to find like a fun picture of him, but they're all just terrifying. This one is okay. So mine is, I think, a little cuter than this guy. But I feel like I got kind of everything almost right. So the tail needs to be a bit bushier. The fingernails need to be like a little bit more Nightmare on Elm Street. And then the face needs to kind of be like less cute, more kind of nightmare fuel. So apart from all that, I mean, nailed it, you know? So thanks for that, guys. I definitely won't be having nightmares tonight. And let's move on to something a little easier. Maybe armadillo. Now an armadillo, am I thinking about the armadillo which is hard on the outside, soft on the inside? And if anyone remembers that ad back in the day, it was for a dame or dime. They used to be called dime, but it's a dame bar. Is it an armadillo I'm thinking of, or is it the other one? It's crunchy on the outside and soft. It's like the opposite of an armadillo. Does anyone know what I'm talking about? Am I just mumbling stuff? Am I thinking about a wrong animal? Okay. Draw a possum. There's lots of them here in my city. A possum. See, honestly, now I think I don't know what any animals are, honestly. An armadillo. In my head, I'm thinking about, it's like, what's the one that I just did for that charity thing? I can't remember. Oh, this guy, pangolin. It's like a pangolin, right? Kinda. I remember the dime bar. Oh, they were so good, guys. Okay, so an armadillo. So I feel like it's very hard, like it has a hard exterior, because this is what I remember, and I feel like it's like this, right? Kind of like this, and then it's got like a little head that comes out. I can't remember what the nose looks like, so I'm just gonna do this. It's basically my go-to for every animal. And I feel like it has like this really hard shell, and it can curl up in a ball, right? And maybe it's got a tiny tail, and then maybe it has like tiny little feet that come out of its shell. Now, I have no idea how right I am. I've been pretty much, I'd say a 98% accuracy rate so far. So I feel like I'm going to be doing good on this as well. But we'll just see. Back when I taught English in Japan, I took a little armadillo stuffy with a red cowboy hat with me to use as a mascot while teaching in primary school. It was a hit. That's so cute. Do they roll up like hedgehogs? I kind of feel like they do. I'm not giving it any help because it's more entertaining. Yeah, no worries. I get it. Okay, armadillo. I can't even spell armadillo. Armadillo. Oh, is this it? I was so close. Watermelon? No. This guy, he's so cute. I remember him. Oh, and there's a lemur. Okay, we won't draw him. Yes, I have drawn armadillos before. They are really cute. Not quite the same. I feel like I draw this is kind of what I was thinking about this here, like with the lines and the dots, see? And kind of almost has like a snout. His tail is a bit longer, and I mean, if you just saw this, would you think it was an armadillo, or would you think it was a rat in a croissant suit? Because I'm not quite sure. But let's give him a name. Harry, the armadillo. Oh, Harry. Armadillo or armadillo? Don't. That doesn't make any sense. Keep trying, April. You'll get that eventually. You'll get that joke eventually. How do I spell armadillo? Armadillon. Oh, I should have called him Armadillon. That would have been good. Okay, we'll do like maybe 2 or 3 more. We'll just finish this page, okay? Maybe needs scales. Yeah, well, this is what this was. I'm very abstract in my drawing. They're small, cute, with adorable little eyes. Yeah, I'm not the best at drawing from memory, guys, but... Oh, a hippo! Oh, no, wait. Someone said hi to hippo. Okay. I could draw a hippo, though. The Dime Bar ad was an armadillo, crunchy on the outside, soft on the inside. Armadillos, not armadillos, Dime Bars or Dame Bars were one of my favorite chocolate bars when I was younger. But, you know, like, sometimes you'd eat them and it would, like, tear your tongue up because it was so rough on the inside. Like, suck all the chocolate off and then just, like, suck on the inside, which was really crunchy and rough. I just thought of a cute one, an axolotl. An axolotl is so cute. I can draw an axolotl. I will just be thinking about Minecraft though. The axolotls from Minecraft. So they may come out a little bit square. But I feel like they have three little things on their head like this. And then maybe the little fingers go backwards. I don't know. I don't think they do. Honestly, I think I'm just thinking about Minecraft at this point, which I haven't actually played for so long. I feel like they have like a tail like this. And also they have, oh, I just didn't do this. They have, okay, I'll just draw it here like this. They have arms up here as well. They have 4 limbs, but I didn't really draw him very well. Sorry. And I don't know what their noses are like. We'll just give them a little like frog nose. And I feel like they have like a little tail like this. Maybe they're actually a bit longer. But he's definitely an axolotl. So ax. How do you spell it? Axolotl. Honestly, there should be a memory spelling game as well. Axolotl needs a name. He looks like a fraud, so I'm going to call him Freddy. Freddy the Axolotl. I don't feel confident about this one. I feel less confident about the axolotl than I did the eye. But we'll give it a go. Axolotl. I feel like they're, aww. Yeah, they're longer. They were longer, and they have like their body kind of goes into like a fin up here. But like, look, in my defense, I was just thinking about Minecraft. So let's just check the Minecraft one. Yeah, very square. They're so cute. I want to go play Minecraft now. Oh yeah, this is literally what I was thinking of. I didn't nail it. Unnailed. If this was a door, it would be falling off its hinges. Do doors even have nails? Okay guys, let's do a couple more. So I think I saw some up here. Poor thing was worn thin by the love kids showed it over time. I bet he was. I think I saw one up here. Draw a possum. A possum. Is a possum like a badger? I feel like a possum's like a badger, but not. And now I don't even know how to draw a badger, if I'm honest. A possum. Any hints, guys? A possum. If I keep saying a possum, I think they're kind of like a badger. We're gonna go for it. Okay, so they definitely have a body. I think it's like hairy, like a furry body. And they definitely have a tail. And does it have stripes like a raccoon? Maybe. We'll give them stripes anyway. And then they definitely have a head. Opossums are very toothy. Okay. Yeah, and I feel like they're a little bit naughty. Like this. Do they have ears? Yeah, sure they do. Of course they have ears. And they have they have like claws on their feet to get through the rubbish. In my mind, they're evil. They're like evil raccoons mixed with, I don't know, something else. Oh, no. Opossums are cute, aren't they? Possums are the ones who play dead. Possums are the ones who play dead, right? They're very cute. Aw, I feel bad now for saying that possums are evil. Poor possums. Do you remember that movie Over the Hedge, that Pixar film? And when they were playing dead, the possums playing dead? They're so cute. Well, this possum just needs a little trip to the dentist. He's got a bit of a snaggle tooth. Is that what they call it? Snaggle tooth? I have to ask my dentist next time I see him. I'll take this into him and say, have you seen worse teeth than this? Maybe. Okay, so the possum needs long skinny tail, pointy nose. I got the pointy nose right. Skinny tail, no, did not get that right. Don't they hang upside down? Maybe. Maybe they do. Are you thinking of bats? Alright, so let's give the possum a name. I think he should have a sophisticated name that doesn't match his appearance. So maybe something like can you guys think of a posh name? Like Sebastian. Sebastian, that's not really that posh, but now I'm just thinking about the crab. Sebastian. Possum, of course, obviously. Alright, let's do possum. Oh, they're so cute. They do kind of look like big rats though with their tails. Okay, so I give myself a point for the nails, or the claws. I give myself a point for the nose and the ears, and he does have 2 eyes. He's got fur, so I would give this a solid 8.5 out of 10. Percival the possum, that would have been cute. Maybe next time. Let me just turn the brightness up. It feels a little bit dark. There we go, that's better. Alright guys, I think we can do one more, yeah? Oh, a kangaroo. I don't want to do a kangaroo. I feel like that's going to be too tall for this space. I won't be able to get it right. But I do like the red fox, because I've drawn a lot of foxes. Played by Avril Lavigne. Oh, no way, really? The possum was Avril Lavigne? I didn't know that. It's cool, I used to love Avril Lavigne. What are we going to do again? We're doing a... Oh, I just saw it and now I've missed it again. Oh, red fox. Oh, guys, if I can't get this red fox right, I'm not going to be happy with myself. Because I've drawn a lot of foxes. Okay, so they definitely have pointy ears. I like to draw my foxes like with the long nose because I think it's fun. You guys can probably tell I do enjoy a good long nose. I don't know why I'm missing that on the internet, but this doesn't look like a fox. I know what you're thinking. April, I thought you said you knew how to draw foxes. Guys, just wait, okay, because I haven't finished yet. He definitely has some kind of foot here. He looks more like a wolf, actually. Not a fox. But we'll give him a little tooth anyway to show that he's got some teeth. And then they have like a bushy, like this, right? Oh gosh, he doesn't look like a fox at all. And then the main thing, the tail, guys. So clearly a fox. I'm getting all of these tonight and I'm really proud of myself. And if anyone's following along, how are you guys doing? How are you guys doing with your memories? What should we call this guy? This fox that looks like a wolf. Should we call him Wolfie? We'll call him Wolfie the fox. Alright, let's see. Let's see how accurate we were. Look at this guy. It's almost like I used that for reference. Look how perfect that is compared to... I'm impressed with myself, actually. He doesn't need another leg, though. Okay. Now it's perfect. We did it. I'm just going to draw the thing down here, the title. And then we're going to move on to exercise 2. So... 10 out of 10. I said Sebastian out loud just before you said it. I heard you, Julie. It must have been through the magic of stream. Alright, so I'm gonna... I just want to call this... I was just going to give this a name just so I have it. I'm just going to call it Memory. Memories. I really should try and stop singing online. I love Freddie and Sebastian. Freddie, yeah, I kind of feel bad. I should have made him a bit longer, but guys, memories are hard. It's hard to draw from memory. Caterpillars are long. Yes, I don't have any caterpillars on here though, but caterpillars are long. I have seen some fat caterpillars, some short caterpillars though. Memories. Let's call it memories, and then it's almost like a double meaning, like all the lovely memories that we will share when we look at this page together. You guys probably won't be there, but I'll remember for you. Memories. Okay, I'm gonna get a piece of paper. I have one. And let's do the next exercise. Okay, so the next thing I thought we could do, it's I called it what did I call it on my little thing? I had like a shopping list. And so what I thought we could do is we look at some pictures of like things, and then they'll be on screen for maybe like a minute, and then I take it off screen, and then I'm gonna try and remember everything, or as much as I can, that was on there, and you guys can follow along if you want. Okay, so I'm gonna switch over to this one here, which will show the image big. I'm just gonna drink some water. These pencils seem gorgeous. They're really nice. They are really nice. I love dipping them in water. Sometimes they get a little bit like, you have to kind of clean them off because they get a lot of, I don't know, mushy. But I love them. I really like them. They have such nice texture as well. And I haven't broken one yet, which is surprising because I am quite heavy-handed. Alright, so the first thing we're going shopping for is a new handbag because these are all the things that we put in our handbag. I think I just went online and I just found a whole bunch of, like, I just searched for what's in my handbag and grocery thing. Okay, so I don't really know why it's called shopping list, mainly because we have to remember a list of items. So guys, stare at this image. We're gonna try and remember it. Okay, so there's a pair of sunglasses. They're squarish. There's a phone with, I don't know what that is, but it's got 3 cameras, so I'm thinking a late model iPhone. A comb, tortoiseshell, some, what does this look like? Moisturizer, a little watch, some perfume, and a book, and another little handbag. This is the handbag that you put inside the handbag. Alright, so does everyone have that? We don't have to draw it like exactly how it is. Just draw the objects from it. I think that'll be fine. That's what I'm gonna do anyway. So keep looking. I think we got it. And now we're gonna try and draw it, okay? This reminds me of the card game we used to play on long rides when we went to market. Yeah, like when I went to the shop and I bought a banana, and then I went to the shop and I bought some Vaseline and a banana, like that one. Yeah, we used to play that too. It was fun. So this is kind of like that, but not. Okay, so guys, try and remember everything that was on there. You guys can help me out if you want. If you just want to watch me struggle, that's fine too. I don't mind if you guys want to be cruel, not a problem. So first there was like this bag, like this. But if you want, we can be like a collective memory. We can all help each other out, okay? Or you guys can just be like, just don't say anything and just watch me struggle. Like either way, I don't mind. So a little bag, there was some glasses. I mean, if you guys are drawing along and I'm drawing as well, you're kind of cheating by watching me draw. So look, I'm not saying that you guys are all cheaters, but if the hat fits, you know. So I don't know how to draw glasses. You can probably can see that from this, and these are actually quite accurate to my glasses because I think I've shown this before online, but look how bent my glasses are. I don't know if it's really showing, but like there, I bent them so bad. They don't sit on my, they don't go on my face right anymore, and they're really annoying. But I'm not going to buy new glasses because glasses are very, very expensive. Guys, what else was on that picture? Oh, there was some like, there was like this little tube of what looked like very expensive hand cream or something. Well, maybe like a lip balm. It was too big to be a lip balm. There was also a phone with like lots of just stickers on. And it had a phone case on it. And it had 3 cameras because it was a late model iPhone. And it had like stickers, like hearts and things, and I don't know what it was on there, just some smiley faces, and maybe there was like a strawberry, I think, and it had a little charm hanging from it. And I think these kind of memory games are meant to be good for you. I don't know if they're meant to be good for you for just drawing. I think they're maybe good for like mental stuff. I don't know. Keeping the brain active as you get older, who knows? But I don't ever do this, so I thought it'd be kind of fun to do it on stream. Guys, can you think of anything else that was in that list? There must have been more things. She had some glasses, a handbag, there was a book underneath, but I can't be bothered to draw that. There was a phone, some lip balm. There was like this weird red box, which I don't know what it was in there. I'm guessing some fun pills, maybe. Oh, perfume. Oh, a comb. You guys are helping me out, thank you. A comb, tortoiseshell. Yeah, I'm just drawing like super chill tonight. I didn't want to do like mixed media or anything. Just wanted to draw like something really chill. And I thought this could be fun. So, and also it might be a nice way to fill up my sketchbook, you know, because I've got quite a lot of pages left. Not that I want to completely, what am I doing? I was on the wrong one, sorry. I was on the, what was I doing? What am I doing? I can't remember. A watch. Yes, it was like a tiny skinny little watch, wasn't it? Like this. It was like a very delicate watch. No eye watches around here. And perfume. Yes, there was a perfume bottle. And the perfume bottle was like a square perfume bottle. And if I remember right, it had like a red sticker in the middle, like a round sticker in the middle. And I think that's it, guys. There was pencils. I don't remember a pencil. Oh, a cell phone charger. Is that what the red thing was? Alright, guys, so let's have a look. I finished. Has everyone else finished? We're going to go back and have a look. Oh, there's a fox. I'll just cross this fox down so we don't go to him again. Okay, so I mean, you guys did help me. So we have the bag, which kind of has like the weird, you know, patterns on. This red box, which I don't know what that is. Oh, this was a bit more rectangular and it wasn't a red sticker. A little watch. This was upside down, but that's fine. A comb and this thing here. And I think that's pretty good. Pretty good going. You guys did help me out though, so I kind of cheated a little bit, sorry. Right, let's do the next one. So the next one we are going shopping for, I don't know, I can't remember. Kitchenware. Okay, so we're going shopping because the kitchen cupboards are empty. And these are all the things we brought home with us. We brought home the most delicious of all spreads, Marmite. Who's a Marmite? Who likes Marmites here? Are you guys into Marmite? It's a love or hate thing, you know? I love it. I love it. Salt and pepper, gotta have, always. The Moomin? I don't know how to say that. Is it Moomin? A red, beautiful red teapot. I love that. Then these two little shaky things for, I guess, tea bags with strawberries on. Some white wine vinegar, olive oil, some tins, and like this other tin with a mousse on it. I don't think there's mousse in there. I don't think that's a tin of chocolate mousse or of actual mousse. And then this, I think, has turmeric and paprika. What a lovely, what are they making with all of this? Who knows? All right, did everyone have a nice, good, long look at this? And we're gonna draw it now. Actually, I'll put it on for like 2 more seconds because I'm quite thirsty again. It was really moody in here, but now the sun's come out outside. So I'll just turn it down a little bit. Marmite and hot buttery crumpet is my fave breakfast. Oh, me too. I love that. It's actually a really good snack as well. Not just for breakfast. But yeah, I love Marmite on crumpets, so good. And Marmite on toast. Let me zoom in a little bit. Okay. So we have, oh, I'm still on the page. Okay, we had that really nice teapot. I'm just going to try and draw things as I remember them. And not in order, because I'm not going to be able to remember that. But there was a nice little teapot here, or like a kettle. Which I always love these cast iron teapots and stuff. They're really cool. It's a Le Creuset. And there was a biscuit tin with a moose on it. I'm not really good at drawing. This is like drawing the animals again from memory. Nightmare. And there was a thing down here of paprika. I can't remember what jar it was in though. It was just like in a jar. And beside it there was, I feel like it was like something red. Oh no, it was turmeric. Love Marmite and Moomin. There we go, that's turmeric. Do you guys like turmeric as well? I like turmeric a lot. I put it in a lot of my food. It does stain you though. Oh, strawberries in the pots. Yes. I'm drawing things a little bit out of order and also on an angle for some reason. But it's fine. I said it's memories, not perfection, you know? I think the last one's going to be fun though. The people. We'll do that last. I might just do another double spread maybe. We'll see what time we have. It's only 8 o'clock. We got time. Everyone else, does anyone need to rush off for anything tonight? What are you guys up to the rest of the day or the evening? I think I'm going to watch that TV show that I was talking about, the, what was it called? Wolf Creek. It's really good. But if it's sunny, maybe I'll go for a little walk because I don't think it's going to be sunny. The sun goes down now like really late though, like 9ish. So maybe I can see the sunset. Okay, there was a tea bag at some point, I think. So I'm just going to draw a little tea bag here. Oh, Marmite. I can't believe I almost forgot the Marmite, guys. Can you guys draw Marmite from memory? I don't think I can. I know it has maybe red on it, or is it yellow? I don't know. I think it's got a yellow lid. See, this is the thing, guys, with memory. You think you know, but you really don't. Has anyone ever done something like this before? The one that I can remember doing is with the Good Ship illustration. I remember that one pretty well. Because they said to go away and draw like part of your house. Like go and look at your bookshelf for ages. Or, I don't know, minutes, and then draw it, and then go stand in your bathroom or whatever. They were quite fun, but it is a bit frustrating because it's not until you have to rely on your memory, or I guess your library of images, that you realize that actually you've lost the book because there's no picture book in there of memories. It's just kind of like a DVD that's kind of keeps stuttering. I'm trying to think of a good analogy, but I can't. Okay, so there was a Moomin. Now, I don't even know what a Moomin looks like. They have like a really big nose. I know that for sure. But I'm not a big fan of Moomin. I know that a lot of people are. I've never seen a Moomin, like a TV show or anything. And I went one time with some friends to the Moomin shop in London, and I didn't get it, to be honest. I was just like, cool. But I guess a lot of people wouldn't get some of the stuff I like too, so we got a Moomin. Can anyone remember what else there was? There was a teapot, there was some strawberries, there was a mousse, some Marmite, paprika, turmeric, a Moomin. I think there was just like a bunch of little pots, wasn't there? Like, I think there was 4 little pots on top of each other like this. But I couldn't tell you what was in them. Oh, salt and pepper, oil and vinegar. gosh, you guys have good memories. And draw that olive oil behind. How do you guys remember all this? Did you write it down? This is an olive oil. You can tell because there's grapes on the label. And a salt and pepper shaker. Visual memory. Is that what it's called? I don't think I have it, honestly. Maybe I need to work on it more. This is the salt one. I don't know why it's green. I think actually it had Himalayan salt in, didn't it? It was like pink. And I know there was a couple of more bottles of vinegar, but that's fine. Alright, let's have a look. Oh, the little garden, the little pot with the flowers on. Okay, so we got the mousse, the pot, they're all out of order. The strawberry pot, I think this looks like an MSG or something on top, but I drew a tea bag. Some random bottles, Marmite on the wrong shelf, a Moomin. It looks like someone came into this house and just reorganized the shelves for fun. 4 pots, perfect. Marmite, which is yellow, not red, kind of red and yellow. Salt and pepper. I think we did good, guys. I think we did good. Should we see what we're doing next? Let me just quickly do this. Yeah, there we go. Alright, I don't know what we're drawing next. I'm not going to do all of these. I'm just going to do the next 2 that pop up. And I kind of want to not show you them. I want to see what they are, but I've forgotten. So it's fine. We'll just do the next one. Which is this one. Okay, this one's kind of crazy. So this one's like a car boot sale or like a flea market. And I think this one's going to be quite tricky because there's a lot of things on here. There's 2 goblets, a cabbage leaf shaped plate, 2 blue vases, a bowl of glass with flowers inside, several spoons, and like just like the weirdest things, like this pot with like some inlaid wood stuff, like a candle holder in the shape of like a flower. I think this is like a bear on the end here. There's like some random stuff. There's like a jug. Oh, and there's a vase with stripes on it. Okay, so I don't think we're gonna remember all of this. So I'm just gonna do our best. Or let me know if we skip this one. And we do, I feel like I have 2 more. And they might be more fun. But we'll just do this one real fast, okay? A couple of minutes. Okay. So, oh, I gotta change I keep forgetting to change the photo. Okay, here we go. We're gonna zoom out a little bit. All right, I've immediately forgotten what everything was. I know there was a cabbage, like a cabbage leaf, which does anyone own those? Because I've seen a lot of them, but I've never seen anyone that actually owns them, only in like charity shops and stuff. I don't know most of the English words for the one, for like the images that are on there. Hi Erica, you just come in at possibly the worst time because we're just drawing things from memory, but you didn't see the picture, so you're going to be very lost for a couple of minutes. But I'm not going to stay long on this picture because it was very, very difficult. I'm just going to try and draw the things that I remember, like this pot here that had like the crisscross on it. Yes, for this picture. This picture was a difficult one. I don't know why I chose that. I just wanted to like punish us for something. Wooden box. Yes, there was. Oh, the wooden box was at the edge, wasn't it? With like lots of. Had like this kind of pattern in it. Like that, and then trying trying to think. Oh, there was this thing. It was like like this. I think it was for getting sugar. Like that. Or a torture. It's something for either torture or for sugar. Oh, the vase with blue stripes. Oh, I really like that vase actually. Like that. Perfect. A porcelain milk carton. Yeah, I remember something there being like a milk thing, like a milk jug, right? Like this. Perspective is all off, guys. Milk. A round wooden box. Oh, the bear. Yes, the bear looks really cool. The bear kind of was like this. Like, kind of had a weird, I don't know, like a weird shape like this. It almost looked like a salt or pepper shaker or something. There was a round wooden box, but I can't remember what it looked like. Oh, there was a glass of, a glass globe with flowers in it. Okay. 2 blue candle holders, that's them. Oh, there was another candle holder that looked like a lily though. It was like really, I mean, look, I don't want to yuck anyone's yum, but it wasn't my taste. A lot of things on this table wasn't my taste apart from the, I did quite like the stripy vase. The butter knives, I don't remember butter knives. I will take your word for it though, because you're probably right. I don't remember much of the stuff on this table. Alright guys, I think that's all, because this one I didn't find the most interesting, but we'll have a look at it. Oh, we missed a lot of things. We missed the 2 goblets, not a problem. Okay, so we got the bear, kind of looks the same. The stripy vase, these are the 2 candle holders. They don't look like the cabbage leaf, the, you guys can't see my mouse, can you? But I'm like pointing to it. The stripy box, the flowers, spoons, this little weird concoction, the milk jug. I think we did pretty good on that one, guys. Some necklaces on the right side. Yeah, I was just looking on this table here. And to be fair, I wasn't looking at the whole table. Tongs, that's the word, tongs. This is what these are, obviously. Okay, so I think we have maybe 2 more. I'll just do like a little bit here, a little bit here. We won't stand it long because I think the people are going to be more interesting. So for the next one, let's just change to this one. Okay, and then if you just joined, I keep going to drink this water, but I shouldn't because it's not my water. If you just joined, basically we're doing some memory games, and right now we're looking at objects, and we're trying to draw them from memory. And before we did the objects, we did this page here, which was more fun, where we drew animals from memory. That was more fun personally, but I wanted to do like a little mix just to see. So we got that, and then we're going to do people in a minute, but first let's get to the next picture. So yeah, I think I have maybe 2 or 3 more, but it's not a problem. We can just do this one, and then I have the one for last that I really want to do. So this is, we're shopping for a delightful fresh garden salad with some fruit, I guess, afterwards. So we went shopping for this, and we're gonna remember what we bought. So there's some lovely strawberries, some sugar snap peas, I think, maybe some oranges, little tomatoes. I think these are some kind of weird fruit. I'm not really sure what they are. Some green leaves, celery, and some beautiful flowers to put on the table. And of course, mint digestive tea, because I don't know why you'd have a problem digesting some of this stuff, but maybe she does. This one was hard, you did good. Kumquats, is that what they are? Kumquat? You know, if I've ever had a kumquat, it has not in the last 12 years. Maybe when I lived in New Zealand I had a kumquat, but I don't think I've ever had one in England. That's cool though. Okay, so guys, do we all remember what it is? And we're gonna go draw them, okay? So take a long look before I switch up the page. And switch up the image. Okay, so I've immediately forgotten celery. Let's just go. We gotta go fast. I think that's the thing. You gotta go fast when you're drawing from the memories. And I think actually this would be a good exercise to do. Maybe not with like boring stuff like this, like I don't know, iPhones and stuff, but maybe with something more interesting like people, or definitely animals. And the animals are really fun. Or rooms, things like that, just to kind of get like the library of images in your head, like just more images, because like I said, I always have to rely on references, and I don't think it's a bad thing, because I take the references normally that I've used and I change it up, or I draw again from my sketches, which I really love to do. But at the same time, like it does kind of suck to not be able to draw something from memory. Like imagine if there's a whole bunch of children and they wanted to see you draw something, and they were giving you things to draw, like draw a dog, draw a giraffe, draw this, draw that. I wouldn't be able to do half of that stuff. I wouldn't be able to remember half of it. Strawberries and flowers, yes. Thank you. I'm just drawing right now from what I remember. So these are the tomatoes. This was the celery. Who likes celery here, guys? I know that celery is a kind of love-hate. Like maybe you love it, maybe you hate it. It's a little bit like Marmite, I think. Just crunchier. I'm not a huge fan of celery, if I'm honest. The taste of it, kind of aniseedy. Like I don't really like aniseed, that kind of flavour. Okay, so we had some strawberries in the corner. We also had this digestive tea, which was mint flavoured. And some strawberries in the corner. Animals would be amazing. Yeah, if we have time after, I might do some more animals just as like a little cool down, because we have this smell, and then I'm gonna do some people, which I think are gonna be really fun, and then if we have time, maybe I'll do some animals to finish, because I know some people join a little bit later, so you might have missed the animals. All right, so these are the strawberries. There were also some kumquats, which I didn't know that were kumquats. I think they were orange. And there were some like flowers kind of poking out the corner here. And the flowers were pink. I don't know what the flowers were. If you guys know anything about flowers, let me know. They kind of look like this. So from this image, if you can just tell me what the flowers were, that would be great. I can assure you that this is extremely accurate. Anyone that was here will tell you. What else, guys? Avocados. There were 2 avocados, weren't there? I think there were 2 avocados. I don't actually know how to draw an avocado. They're basically just like ovals, right? They look like potatoes. And a banana. Oh, sugar snap peas. I don't remember a banana. Was there a banana there? I remember the sugar snap peas though, because they did look yummy. I really like sugar snap peas. I honestly don't remember a banana. Can anyone back up the banana, please? If anyone remembers the banana. I think these in the back were kumquats. They were kind of like yellowy. Oranges. Yeah, there was an orange. There was an orange behind. It's kind of like down here, right? There was like 2. Behind the avocados, there was? I thought they were the kumquats. Was that a banana? Alright, I'll take your word for it, guys. I mean, I'm not going to be the one who's embarrassed if it's wrong. That'll be you guys. Alright, so this is the banana. It's very ripe. It's ready to be eaten. And look, let's just do, we'll do like a bonus. We'll do the bonus. We'll put it in the basket. Why not? Okay. Perfect. I think it's a lemon. Yeah, I don't think it was a banana. The kumquats are near the celery. Oh, are they? I think I saw something yellow too. Maybe a lemon. I think it was a lemon. Let's have a look. I'll put it up big so we can see it. I think it's, is this a banana? Because I think this also looks like a summer squash. Oh, and these were kumquats. I thought they were tomatoes. Well, I think we got it pretty much. We got celery, some leaves, oranges, sugar snap peas, strawberries, kumquat / tomatoes, tea, potatoes / avocados. Oh, that's what I'm missing. This is what makes them look like an avocado. And then the flowers, which I don't know what these flowers are. I don't think that was a banana. A yellow courgette, maybe. I'm glad that I haven't eaten dinner though, because otherwise it would make me very hungry. Okay, let's do the last one, which is not this one. It's going to be this one. Art supplies. We got to do art supplies. So the last one's going to be art supplies. I literally have no space left on my sketchbook though. But maybe we can turn the page over. Hello there, April. Hello there, Jackie. Everyone's so polite tonight. Alright, let's have a good look at what these art supplies are then, okay? So, we have a water brush, what looks like a paintbrush, 3 types of pencils, 2 eyeliners, not eyeliners, multi-liners, the little spray bottle, a glue stick. What is this person making with all of this is my question. A little box of treats, some tape, I think that's like a putty, and a little paint set, okay? So that's what we have to try and remember that we're drawing. Now, I personally have no idea what this person's making with all of this. Why do they need a glue stick and tape? I don't know. It's not for me to know, I guess. But we're going to try and draw it anyway. And then we're going to move on to our last one, which is going to be people. So this is the last objects. Look how dark my sketchbook is compared to how bright that image is. Just in case. Just in case. They need a just in case, maybe. Okay, so we'll switch back to this. I'm going to zoom out because I don't know why I'm zoomed in so much. Crazy. And one more look, guys. One more look. One more look. Okay, we got it. Okay. Memory time. Oh my god, I immediately forgot what that was. No, it's fine, it's fine, I remember. Okay, so I'm gonna start on the right hand side with the tin. I don't know how many was in there. I forgot, guys, but I forgot how many. I think there was 5, like 5 little paints. Yeah, it looked like actually quite a nice little set, like handmade watercolors or something. So we're gonna do that like this. I'm trying to go fast because otherwise I'm gonna forget. And then there was like this pouch here, which I'm guessing they put everything in, like a drawstring pouch. And on the pouch, I think the person has nice supplies but forgot about paper. Yeah, there was like this weird like thing with a ribbon here, which I don't know if it was like mini paper, but it was tucked up in a ribbon, so that could have been that, you know, like this. There was a glue stick, an Oohoo glue stick, which I think is American. Let me know if it's not. Some tape up here. Then there was like some nibs. Someone said there was some nibs, which I think this little box of nibs here. There was something else though, but I can't remember what there was here. And I can't remember what was here now. I forgot what was there as well. If anyone knows. Okay, let's move on to this though. There was a water brush. There was another brush, which was like a nice brush, but in like a little tube. Then there was 3 pencils. One was blue. I remember that. Guys, just to let you know, I'm going to the art shop tomorrow. I don't know if anyone saw my Instagram message where I said I've been really good on my no buy, and it's my birthday next week, next Monday, and should I buy myself a treat? And it was a fountain pen. Where was the fountain pen? Putty rubber. Yes, thank you. I think that was next to this, wasn't it? So yeah, the answer to the poll was yes, treat yourself. But I went on Jackson's, and honestly, like, there's a few replacements I need of things, but I wanted to buy something, but I just didn't know what to get. So I didn't buy anything, and I decided instead to go to the art shop tomorrow. It's open tomorrow in town. It was closed today, which is fine because it was raining all day anyway. I am talking so much. I've forgotten what goes here. I'm just trying to guys, please help. Kappa razors. Yes, thank you. They were like this. So I'm going tomorrow because basically me and Martin are going to York on one brush and a dip pen. Who's from Germany? Oh. All right, I don't know what was here. Does anyone remember? Was it even anything here? Maybe I'm getting it wrong. So basically Martin and I are going to York. I will finish the story if it kills me. Martin and I are going to York. Oh, fine liners, perfect, thank you. Martin and I are going to, how many times can I start a sentence? We're going to York on Sunday, and we're going to go there for 2 days, 2 nights and 3 days for my birthday. I've never been, I'm very excited. And I really wanted to go. I wanted to do a solo trip and like draw and stuff, but the thing is, it's so much more fun sharing like travel with people, I find. And me and Martin, we've traveled together a lot, so it's not like we annoy each other. And we're going on Sunday, but I want to take like a sketchbook with me, but a really small one. I want to try and take an A6 because I want to try and draw in cafes and things and on the street. And I think it's going to be busy because York's very busy. So that's what we're doing. And I'm going to go to the art shop tomorrow to see if they have an A6 sketchbook, and also I might maybe get myself a few pencils or just something little. So I'm not going to go crazy, literally maybe even £20 if that. And it's just going to be a little treat for my birthday. I don't think I'm going to get any art supplies for my birthday. So unless I get a voucher or something from Martin's parents, sometimes they get me a voucher. Okay, shall we have a look? I can't remember what went here, guys. I know everyone's probably screaming at me. Maybe nothing goes there. Oh, nothing goes there. It's because this is too high. So we did actually get everything right, literally, apart from the spray bottle. That's the only thing we missed. I think we did so good, guys. We just forgot the spray bottle. That's so annoying. But there's 5 colors, which I got right. There was just a little too much of a gap, that's all. I like the palette had swatches in it too. I feel like the palette had swatches in it too. Yes, you're right. The palette did have swatches. Let's do that now. I know that this is cheating a bit, but I'm fine with that. Okay. Yeah, the swatches are good idea, guys. The swatches, we needed the swatches because that shows you what the colors are, and that's very important, I think, when you're out and about. There we go. All right. So that was the sorry. Let me get some more water. That was the people. No, that was the objects. So it's 8:30, which we'll have about half an hour left. So let's move on to the last one, which I'm gonna call police sketches. So I could have called it artist or witness. It's basically, I thought it would be kind of funny to look at a face for a few seconds, almost like you were a witness to a crime or something, and then you had to describe that person to a police artist. So that's what we're gonna do. So we're gonna start with, now look, I have to be honest with you guys, a lot of the people are very distinct. So they're not just like, you know, your casual John Browns from the street. They're like quite distinct, okay? Just to help us out a bit. So this guy, we can also give them backgrounds if you guys want. So I'm feeling like we need to give them a background story. So what did we witness? This guy, he does look suspicious. I think maybe he is a crime boss. He's a son of a crime boss, and he was smuggling dime bars across country lines, where dime is actually it's been illegal for many years now because it caused lacerations of the throat because it was so crunchy. So yeah, he's kind of like the Milky Bar kid but evil. Yeah, having lots of fun drawing along. Oh, Larissa, I'm happy. I didn't even know anyone was drawing, to be honest. All right, so guys, we have him in our sights, okay? Look at him. Look at his beautiful blue eyes. This is the face of a criminal. And we're gonna draw him. Okay, we've gone to the police station. They're like, did you see the dime bar kid? Yes, we did. It was crazy. He was almost completely white hair, huge ears. Okay, so we're gonna start with, I'm gonna switch over, sorry. We're gonna start with his face, which was quite like, I would say like heart-shaped and big ears. And I have to tell you guys something. I love big ears. I'm obsessed with like big sticky out ears. I think they're so fun to look at and to draw. So kind of obsessed with his ears. He had a little nose, I think. Like kind of a skinny nose. And he did have very blue eyes, if you guys remember. I'm drawing, loving it. Awesome. So do you guys remember anything else? Were there any visible scars or birthmarks? I think that's what they ask you, isn't it? I do remember actually he had some freckles. Now I can't remember where those freckles were, so I'm really not going to be any use, but I feel like they were around his neck area. Did he have a mouth? Good question. He did. What was it? It was kind of like smirking a little bit, like he thought he'd gotten away with it. He hadn't gotten away. We're gonna get him. He had eyebrows, but they were very, very faint. It was almost like he dyed his hair so that he could avoid being caught, but he can't avoid it. We got him. White eyebrows, long neck. Yeah, he had a very long neck, longer than this, huh? Unfortunately, I've only drawn him that long, and his head was kind of shaved, but he did have some hair. So we'll do this. I honestly feel like we got him. Like, this is the guy. Do you remember what top he was wearing? Was it a white top, a brown top, a black top? Did he have, was his cheeks rouged? No, not really, but he had a very pale skin, so his cheeks kind of did show up, I think. He had a longer neck than this though, but unfortunately I can't draw the long neck, so we'll just do this to kind of explain it a little bit. Moles near the mouth, okay. Maybe like here. Alright, pink lips. He did have pink lips, didn't he? He was actually very pink and white, he was. Mole on the side of the neck. Ah, yes, I got that one, I think. Black t-shirt. You know, I think I remember a black t-shirt too now, actually. And did he have chocolate around his mouth is the main question. Was he sampling his own merchandise? That's what I want to know. Alright, I think basically we have him. So this is the dime or the dame, depending on what country. The dame bar kid. We'll call him dime bar because in the UK they were called dime bars. And then later on they actually got changed to dame, which I think is what they're called. The dime bar kid. The chocolate smuggler. Oh, we had a white top, Doreen said. Okay, this is the way police witnesses they're not accurate because memory is so hard. So someone's saying he had a black t-shirt, someone has saying he has a white t-shirt. Let's have a look. He had a blue t-shirt, kind of blue-black. Yes, he did have a mole right next to his lip, not really that accurate, and on the side of his neck. He got the big old ears. I mean, if you saw this, and then would you be like, yes, we got him, this is the guy? Maybe, maybe. All right, let's move on to the next guy, or girl. Crime, you know, crime is all, it's all opportunity, it doesn't discriminate. Here we go. So this girl, she's seen stuff. She has seen stuff. I think at the height of the, what was it, that thing in, like back in the wartime where you couldn't have alcohol, prohibition? I think she was one of them people that used to like push the carts of booze in the underground tunnels to like the speakeasies underneath the public library. That's what she did. I think her name was Mildred, but I don't know. I can't be sure. I can't be certain. Okay, so Mildred Lovely hair. I have very fashionable hair. Big old eyes. She got the big old eyes. Cute little button mouth. Is that what you call it? A little button mouth? Speaking of buttons, she's got buttons on her top, and it's a stripy top. Alright, but we probably shouldn't be talking about her, because the thing is, you wouldn't talk about her, would you, if you just saw her smuggling booze through a dark corridor. So let's draw her instead, I guess. Okay, Mildred. What happened to you that you lived this life of crime? Right, so she was in black and white, because this is obviously back in the 1930s or somewhere. So I'm going to just use a black pen. We can kind of make it up though, it's not a problem. So she kind of had, would you say that she had like a kind of like a round face? I can't really remember now. I only saw her for a few seconds and it was really dark in that corridor. But I do remember her lovely hair, and it was very fashionable, not only for the time, but for now. I actually wouldn't mind that hair. Very nice. Great curls. I can't remember her ears. I'm pretty sure they were covered. So we'll just do this. Like this, okay. So yeah, she had curly hair. And guys, do you actually want to hear something funny? Not funny, interesting, I guess. My uncle, not very close to me, like my mum, her parents had 8 children, if you can believe that, back in the day. And they had them like 4 of them at once, and then there was like a gap of a few years and they had another 4. And my mum was in the younger 4, so she was like really close with her siblings that were kind of born around the same time. But her older siblings she wasn't really close with. They like moved out by the time she was a kid, you know. But I met them a few times. My aunt Diane and her husband, who I think his name is Mick. I met them when I was young, like maybe 11 or 12. But he was a police sketch artist. That was his career, which I thought at the time was really cool, because even when I was like 12, I wanted to draw. I can't remember her nose, guys. I think it was kind of a cute little nose, but it wasn't as long as I remember. Like, I don't think it was that long. I think it was quite short. And she did have like really nice lips. I remember that. Great. Yes. Very great. Oh, remember she had those huge eyes, kind of like fish eyes. My sister's a Pisces, and my mum is like super into horoscopes. My mum always said that my sister had fish eyes, like they bugged out like this because she was a Pisces. So yeah, her eyes kind of like really big. You can see the eyeballs a lot. I always think about that. When I see people with big eyes like this, I always wonder, oh, is she a Pisces or like a water sign? I can't remember her eyebrows, guys. It was very dark in the tunnel, and to be honest, I was drunk. But I think it was kind of like this. Thin eyebrows. Oh, shame. They're not thin. They're not thin. She had like kind of dark under her eyes. Like her eyes were quite... Maybe some bags. Maybe she's had like some late nights. I think it's quite late work in the Prohibition era. Yeah, dark bag. I did the dark bags. I think, yeah, we're on the same page there. And then for her clothes, I think she had a little collar. Like this, like a little kind of frilly collar. And then she had 5 buttons. I don't really think it matters how many buttons she had. She could have had 6 buttons. I think you call it Peter Pan collar. Oh, yeah, I don't know. I'm not very fashionable. So, I mean, you probably would never have known that if I hadn't told you, because obviously like the height of fashion right now with my lovely t-shirt. But I don't know anything about clothes terminologies. I'm sorry. I probably know less about clothes than I do about eyes. The animal. She looks a bit like Myra Hindley with dark hair. I don't know who that is. I apologize. I hope I haven't offended Myra or anyone else, any of Myra's associates or family. But yeah, my uncle was a police artist, and I always thought that was really cool. I don't know if these days, if police artists are even a thing. Do they still have police artists, do you think? Because they would have a lot of other things now, like 3D software and I'm sure now they're bringing out heaps of stuff with AI, you know, to like do that kind of stuff. But at the time I thought it was really cool. Yeah. What was her name again? Mildred, right? Mildred. Let's write down what they did so that we remember. So Mildred was a booze. Mildred, yeah. She was she's smuggler. She was a smuggler of booze. So we'll call her what should we call her? Bubbles. We'll call her Bubbles. That's her criminal name. Bubbles. She was a horrible person. Don't feel bad. I won't feel bad. No, she wasn't that horrible. Look, she had to do it. You talking about Mildred? Or are you talking about Myra Hindley? Police artists work with computers now. You choose eyes, mouths among a lot of examples. It's kind of like making Sims. Make it like the Sims. Alright, let's see what Mildred looks like. Oh, her face is longer than I remembered actually. And her hair was a lot shorter. It came up to like here. So look, it's these little details that we have to remember, because I was focusing on her big old eyes and her clothes, but you know, it's like the face shape is very important, I think, as well. Just like Sims. Just like Sims, yeah. Very cool. Okay, so that was Mildred. Maybe we'll draw the next one little so I can kind of fill in this area here. Okay, let's draw the next criminal. Okay, the next criminal. I mean, clearly a hairband thief. I think she's stolen all the hairbands and everyone's just running around now, hair blown in the wind. It's a mess. So, but she's a distinct look. I don't think you're going to forget that face, are you? And that hair. Alright, so we saw her quickly. She's run out the hairdressers, all the hairbands. Alright, and now we got to draw her, okay? So, one more look. Alright. Let's... Oh, I didn't change the screen, did I? Do you guys... okay, tough luck. Tough luck, guys. Okay, I don't know if I can fit her on because she was very thin. Maybe we can pop her here. Okay, so let's have a look. Definitely had a face. It was kind of like a long face, I think. I'm gonna have to draw her a little bit smaller. And then the main things, I think we can all say her most distinct feature was her hair. So kind of like huge. I remember I did count them, but now I've forgotten how many like bubbles she had in her braids. Okay, so I think she had like 3 ones up here, and they all kind of went down a little bit like this. And then she had like a little plait here, and then another one at the end here. Okay, I think that's kind of like what she looked like. And she had like little wispy bits here like this. Alright, now the problem is my pen's getting very blunt. Now, do you guys remember any facial features? I just remember very piercing eyes, because she was clearly looking, I mean, you have to have really like powers of like almost like eagle eye to catch all the hairbands, you know, because they're not big. It's not like you're still in a Ferrari or anything. They're quite small. And I don't know about you guys, but I lose hairbands constantly. They're always on the couch, under the couch cushions, under the couch. Myra Hindley was a horrible person. I'm gonna have to look up Myra Hindley afterwards. Are those woodless pencils? They are. I really like the colors. Me too. I have these are the cast woodless pencils, and I really love them. Alright, I mean, I think the picture wasn't black and white, but I think we can all assume that she had lovely little cheeks like this, and she didn't look happy. She didn't look happy. She got caught, and she just wasn't having any of it, to be honest. I can't remember eyebrows. I'm just gonna draw. I assume she had eyebrows, and I think maybe like a thin nose. Now, what was she wearing? She was wearing a beautiful evening gown. It's not like the most appropriate like clothing to do a hairband heist, but I think it made her feel confident, so that's cool. Okay, was it strapless? I feel like it was strapless. I can't remember. Does anyone remember? The lower hair balls were pointy, were they? Oh, probably to get her enemies. You know, she could like swing them around, like use them as a weapon. Okay. We'll just do it like this. And then she had like, it was like an evening gown, but I literally can't remember what it looked like. As you guys know, not fashionable. So we'll just draw this. And she was sitting down, but we actually saw her running away from the crime with, I'm guessing, like 1,000 hair ties. The most random thing to steal. Okay, this is her running away. She's like, oh no. Yeah, you know those, you know, you can get like the packs in the supermarkets. You can get like 20 on a little tube. I go through those like once a month. I will just buy another pack because they're so cheap. And I find hairbands literally everywhere around the house. I don't know if I'm the only person that suffers from this problem. I don't think I am. Okay, I feel like that's very accurate. So let's have a look. Oh, they were kind of like fluffy pointy at the end, weren't they? Okay, but I think we did really well because 1, 2, 3, a little plait and it was strapless. I did get the neckline wrong, but as I mentioned, I'm not a very fashionable person and very piercing eyes. So I give myself a solid 6 out of 10 for that one. And what's the time? I think we got time to do 2 more, guys. So let's just finish it off. It was plain. It was a white cream dress. It definitely was. It looks like silky or something. Okay. So this is, I don't know who this is. And I honestly don't know what she stole or what she did. I feel like maybe she killed her husband and buried him in the garden. And then she entered into the, like the village pumpkin growing competition for having the largest pumpkin. But when the judges came round to like measure the pumpkin, they found a severed hand. And that's how she got discovered. But she doesn't care because she's going off to live a life of luxury in one of the country's best prisons. It's almost like a hotel at this point. So she's quite happy actually. She doesn't have to pay rent anymore. And she never even liked growing pumpkins anyway. So I think we got her right. Look at her face. Very cheerful. She got caught, but she's okay with it. And time to draw. Granny face is awesome. Yeah, I don't know what her name is. Guys, we need a name for her. So she had like a kind of short face. I don't know how to describe it, but she had like a little, like a kind of like a face like this. I think that's what I remember. I only saw her for a second though. I actually didn't win that competition. My pumpkin was tiny. It was basically, it was like the size of a tangerine. It was embarrassing actually. The judges laughed at me, but okay, it was fine. It was worth it. Gotta go. Okay, Reb, have a nice meeting. Okay, so she had like a little nose, I think, like a little button nose, like this. And she had kind of small eyes. They were kind eyes though. You wouldn't know that actually she was a vicious killer, because her eyes, like, she smiled with her eyes, you know? She was that kind of like, had that vibe. And she had lovely little glasses on. I can't remember what the shape of the glasses were. I know I'm literally not helpful at all. If I ever witness a crime, please don't let me be a witness because I would be awful at it. Okay, but here's the glasses. I feel like I'm not doing this lady. I feel like this lady did not look like this at all. Alright, she had little pink cheeks because she was going off to prison, but she wanted to look good for prison. And she had her best lipstick on. And she was an elderly lady, so she's gonna have a few little wrinkles, but these aren't wrinkles from tiredness or like guilt or anything. This is just, you know, age catching up to her, which it does to all of us. Not me though. I'm like only 27-ish, so I got lots of time left. And we're gonna do some little wrinkles up here. And she's smiling. I think we need to make her more smiley. Like this. Perfect. Oh, she's perfect. Little chin. And I think the most distinct thing about her was her hat, right? Which she always wears. Even gardening, she wears that hat. So it was black. It almost looked like she was going to a wedding, but she was a bit eccentric like that. Do you remember what the hat looked like, guys? Because I cannot remember apart from this. This is as far as I got. Bye, Christian. You have to go. No worries. You probably left already. I'm sorry. I think I had flowers on it, maybe. Pumpkin flowers, I'm guessing. And it was like a square hat like this. Perfect. And then she was giving everyone like the peace sign, like I am not a crook. That's what she was doing. But I can't remember what exactly her clothes were. Or her hands. But I think actually I did pretty well. How do we do this? How do we do that? So kind of like this. Perfect. Hat, white hat with a black bow. I feel like it was a black hat with white bow. White clothes under a black coat. Okay, take your word for it. Because I literally can't remember because I was too busy making up stories about her. I mean, telling the truth. I feel like it looks like a caricature of her. Okay. And there we go. I feel like kind of like that. I feel like her hat was black spidery feathers on her hat. I don't like that description. Diane, spidery feathers, that gives me the heebie-jeebies, but we'll try like this, I guess, right? And I think her hat was black, but you guys are saying it was white with black feathers, spiky feathers, like this, right? It doesn't really look like her, guys. I think this one is the least. But we're gonna have a look anyway. Let's go back. Let's see how accurate it was. Oh, it was a white hat with a black bow. You guys were right. This is why I should listen to you guys more. Like this. I know this is cheating, but I don't care. Yeah, I'm so bad at doing the hands. I'm doing what? I think maybe this could help. I think this could actually. It almost looks like. I don't know, like it doesn't look like a lady, like she needs to have more of a lady, like a cute, like granny. She looks almost like, I don't know, I've done her face too small in her head, you know what I mean? But yeah, I like that. I think she's cute. We need to give her a name. So what did she do? The pumpkin. She did pumpkins, right? So we can call her like the pumpkin pie killer. Apologies if there's like children watching. I know that sometimes children watch my streams with their parents, but it's fine. The pumpkin pie killer. Okay. Alright guys, I think we have one more that we can do. I also have one more tab left. I don't know what it is. I can't remember who the person is, but this is going to be the last one, okay? So we're going to try and make it a good one. Oh, I remember this guy. So this guy, there's heaps of photos of him on Pinterest with flowers, like in his beard and stuff, but I like this one here, the flower crown. So I don't actually know what his story is. I'm hoping maybe one of you guys can help me. All I know is that I was called into the police station to give my witness account, but they haven't told me anything. Maybe the crime is too gruesome, who knows. But let's have a good look at him, okay? We've only got a few seconds to have a look at him as he's running past us. But, okay, I think we got it. Right. Okay, so we can draw him quite big on this page, which is nice. Alright, first thing, his head. Actually, no, let's do the flowers first. So he was wearing a daisy flower crown. I have to take care of something. Just got back to find Mildred and the pumpkin pie killer. Impeccable vibes. Yeah, I do feel bad. I feel bad for the pumpkin pie killer because I feel like she was a lot cuter and I didn't make her very cute at all. I mean, do criminals really deserve cuteness? It's a pretty bad thing what she did, you know, to her husband. Well, who knows? We shouldn't judge. Maybe her husband, you know, deserved it. I don't know. Who knows? Maybe it was an accident. These are leaves. So no. And we'll just draw like the flowers in the hair. So does anyone have a story for this guy? My first thought was like obviously something to do with flowers, but I don't know if that's just too on the nose. So if anyone else has like a backstory for this guy. Activist against petrol firms. He wants to save the planet. Yes, he's a good guy, but he was just in the wrong place at the wrong time. So like maybe maybe like big petrol got to him and actually he's not a criminal, but they just trying to take him down because he's damaging their bottom line. Okay, so he had a head for sure. He definitely had a head. It was kind of like a long head, but I just remember his mustache, I think, kind of went up like this, right? Like it was kind of like styled like this, like up. And then also he had, so this would be his mouth would go in here, and then I think his beard also was quite long, like this. Activist, lives off the grid, grows his own food and sells solar panels. You guys are getting into it. I love it. Alright, I love that idea. So basically he's not even bad. He's just, you know, he's misunderstood and he's just trying to do his best. And unfortunately, greedy corporations are too powerful and they got to him and they probably did something like framed him for something. And now he's being carted off to jail, but you know, as the witness, we can actually, we know all this now. We read about it in the newspaper, the online newspaper, thisisn'taconspiracy.com. And so now we know all about his activism, the frame job that was done on him. So we're actually going to do a really bad job on this, not because we don't remember or just because we don't want them to get him. So if this doesn't turn out looking like him, that's why, guys. No other reason. You know what? I might actually get my paintbrush if I can find it, because I don't really like his nose. Oh, God. Here's all the paintbrushes I have over here. I'm gonna dip into the water. I'm just gonna like, because I don't like that nose that I did, like the black line around it. It kind of irritated me. So I'm just gonna smush it like this. He had one eye closed. He did. He had one eye closed because he was closing his eyes against the injustice. He didn't want to see it. I don't know if this is a thing you guys do. Let me know. But in the morning when I'm like just waking up, I keep one eye closed. Like if you go to the toilet at nighttime and maybe you sometimes have the light on. I never put the light on at nighttime, but you know, like when it's like you don't want all the light to come in. So in the morning, like for the first 5 minutes, I always walk around with like one eye closed. Does anyone do that, or is it just me? Please let me know. Please let me know that I'm not alone. Okay, he had bushy eyebrows. Like this. And I can't remember his hair for the life of me. I do remember, I think he was like maybe going a little bit bald on top, because I do remember a little bit of his head poking out. I can't remember his hair on the sides though. Were they long? Was it short? The other eye is closed. Well, you mean like this eye was closed? I saw him in a mirror, so maybe that's the problem. Actually, he was kind of like reversed for me. Whistleblower. He's definitely a whistleblower. What's this guy's favorite flavor of milk? Oat milk. Yeah. Yeah, definitely oat milk. He probably makes his own oat milk. He doesn't trust the big corporations. Barely see the lips because of the beard. Yeah, he had a big beard. I remember that. So we're gonna like this. And then maybe there's like a little hint of a mouth like that. Some leaves or stem in his crown. I remember there were kind of like the bottom of the dandelions were poking out like this. Is that what you mean? Curly hair. Maybe. Okay, so I don't quite remember what he was wearing. His beard was so long. I think also maybe he probably had sideburns. Like I think literally it was his face was just hair, you know? And he probably has bags under his eyes just because he's so weary of the world. He's just like, ugh, what is the world coming to? How do we save the fish? It's not plastic straws, guys. So I think maybe he's just like one of them guys who's just kind of like so tired of the world. A shirt with the blue vertical stripes made out of dots. You guys literally must be cheating to remember all of this, or you have just amazing memories. Okay, so a white collar shirt, a shirt with blue vertical stripes. So I don't think you can see the collar. You might be able to in the photo, but you can't see the color through his beard. So I'm just gonna go with the white vertical. I don't remember this at all. I remember vaguely stripes, but I don't remember them being made of dots. So props to you if you literally remember all that detail. It's amazing. I mean, I guess I was talking. So I think we did it, guys. I think we did it. His head, I think, was probably a little bit like it only came up to here, but that's fine. And he's gonna have little red cheeks as well. What's this guy's name? I think this guy's name is Herman. I swear I don't cheat. I'm just kidding. I know you're not cheating. I think this guy's called Herman, and he is innocent. Alright, should we have a look at Herman? See if we got him right. Oh, his beard wasn't that long. So you could see the collar through his... And it did have like other little stripes through it, like this. Alright, his beard wasn't as long as this. His beard only came to like here. But yeah, and you guys were right that the wrong eye was closed. You guys are much better at this than I am. You can't even see his ears either. Hippie Herman. I remember the blue dots. You guys are very good. Very good at memory. Okay, cool. So guys, I think I'm going to stop now. We're literally almost bang on 9 o'clock, which is amazing. So let me just move this into frame. Cool. And we did it. So this was kind of a weird stream. Not like that weird, but a bit different. Like sometimes I like to try and do different things to see if we like it. So let me know if you guys like this. I just thought I'd get my live stream out quickly. So memory games we did today. Next week it's birthday stream because it's my birthday on Monday. So I want to do some like maybe some fun. I don't know what we can do, but I really want to do like maybe some competitions or like giveaways or something. Map Crunch is going to be the week after, where we're going to go onto the internet and go to random places on the earth and draw it. And then the last one of the month is going to be Musical Mice, where we draw a band of musical mice, which was inspired from last week, where we did this little mouse here, which I really loved. This was great. It was good practice. Awesome. It was super. Thank you. This was so cool. Yeah, I'm glad you guys liked it. I was a little bit unsure just because it's a bit different, you know. But if you guys joined a little bit later, this is what we did. So we did drawing animals from memories, where I drew all of these animals flawlessly, as you can tell. And then we did our shopping list, where we looked at images and then we tried to remember all the objects from them. This I think was my favorite, the groceries. And then lastly, we did police sketches, where we had to draw all the criminals. Or in Herman's case, he was just wrong guy, wrong place, you know. So yeah, that was it, guys. Glad that you liked it. Happy early birthday. I mostly watched, but when I followed along, it was a great workout. Awesome. Yeah, so I'm gonna be on holiday next week, but I'm gonna try and get some YouTube videos out, guys. I literally have 4 YouTube videos that are kind of all half finished, so I'm gonna try and do a big push the next couple of days to try and get some videos out for the month. And then I'm going to York on Monday, so it's gonna be super fun. I can't wait for that. But apart from that, I'll just catch you guys around the internet, okay? So have a lovely rest of your week, and I'll see you guys later. Okay, bye.